Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium with this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Iowa State Cyclones taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll bring it out. It's Reese. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Across the 25, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
The Cyclones are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's man. Works the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
That makes the score Iowa State 7, Arizona 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over. First and 10.
Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the gun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Here on 3rd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's man. this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
You know, there's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk, have to understand if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Arizona. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over USC. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Trying to get the corner. Flying down the left side. At the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Wildcats line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw for it. Forced out of the pocket. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Honestly, 3rd and 1, I think you just run the ball there. You just trust in your own guy's ability to be more physical, win the line of scrimmage, and go get that yard. Now with the sack, they're going to have to punt.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to throw. It's man. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive up. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls it, fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
And the Cyclones are on the move. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's man. Skips away from pressure. With the catch, it's Austin. There is nowhere to go. He is stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking for the score, and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's man. Dances away to buy time. He throws one to the left. And he's got it at the 30.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule. And the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Turbin. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Wildcats. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Toss to the outside. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Intercepted for the 11th time. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking for a man. It's man. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 22 over USC. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Wildcats! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hooks. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's man. He's going for it all. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll line up to go for 2. Using the quick game. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Picks up the first down, still moving. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Turns it on down the left side. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense
sends it downfield. Snags it down the right side. Off to the races. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And he makes the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Arizona, 35.
Coming out with it, it's Reese. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Iowa State sending the offense back out. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Back to pass, it's man. Fears the pressure. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Power football with the run. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the ground. He's got it again. Turning it on. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Handoff to the single back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's man. Going for it all. Touchdown, Cyclones! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
Gets the back moving. They'll ride the hot hand. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Arizona.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Marshall. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's man. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
And the Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. Short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Lost the defense, he's wide open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. He's got an open man. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it early. He's been throwing it often. He's been throwing it all over the yard and with a lot of success.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Might be changing the route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee on fourth down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Arizona.
One more play to pad the stats. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game.